That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Yellow.
They run the counter with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the carry, it's Cook. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check. Two. Check pass.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check safety. Hey, 382, let's check it. Shoot. Hatch, first.
Now Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get the ball. Check. Kill. Two.
Now a run with Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Regular. Watch out. He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Alert.
On 2nd down, Michelle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Rush in. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 66.
On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, orbit.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bring up 48. Recon, 132 fighter.
Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Ozzy! Ozzy! Safety screaming! Right again!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
36. Check 37. Check 37. 72.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wait, 20. 40's a mark. Guys, it's game situation. Let's grip. Check nickel. Smooth. Crunch. Mike 40. Cut. Regular.
He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. First down, here's White. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Catch is made by Herring. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Show it up. 25. 6-6. Pull it high.
They run it again with Cook. And an alley to run. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You draw forfeit. Under 10. What is that?
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michelle. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run, Cook, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Can't.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
No, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Brady going to throw here. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Here's second and goal. Michelle going to try again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert it? And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. There. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Hey, 66.
Brady going to look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. From the gun, Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
3 down. Hey, no, easy.
Cook. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.